Hi witchlings, welcome back to my channel. It is me, your local chaotic witch aunt. And today we are revisiting my old spells, or reacting to. I have my old Book of Shadows here. This is the same, I have a new Book of Shadows now, but this is the one that I used from 16 onwards. And I'm pretty sure I had some spells like in my notes app. Firstly, I do like my harm no one, or my like sigil at the front of my book. This is a nice sigil. I don't know why I wrote harm no one. I guess I thought I was a Wiccan. I think this was a keep out sigil, but I'm not 100% sure. First spell written in here is February 2017. I know that I definitely was practicing before then, but I did not have a grimoire. I was like reading, trying things out. Got a nice little quote here. It says, "The fire in your belly and the steel running down your back." No idea what that means. I think it's a lyric or something. Also, here's the binding of my book is falling apart. So the first spell I have is a snow spell. Because obviously 16, 17-year-old me was like, this is the shit. Gods of snow and ice, rain and storm, I call upon thee to let the clouds weep. Gods of snow and ice, rain and storm, I call upon thee to let the clouds snow. I praise thee, I worship thee, let it snow, so mote it be. That's a pretty good one. I feel like I came up with this myself, but I'm not sure. Firstly, okay, a few notes. That's it. That's the only thing. I think this is like a charm. You're supposed to say it and it happens. Or you, I don't know, flush ice cubes down the toilet. Like, I'm not quite sure what else I'm supposed to do. Is just saying it supposed to make it snow? I'm not quite sure. Okay, next we have a healing spell. This is, I cannot read a single thing on here. So, to be performed on the full moon, I need eucalyptus, basil, thyme, change depending on ailment. I don't know what ailment is going to be healed by eucalyptus, yeah. Basil, thyme, am I broke? Are things not happening as quick as I want? I don't know. Gather sage, what does this say? Cinnamon, what the fuck is going on? Eucalyptus, basil, thyme, sage, and cinnamon. So it says you need basil, thyme, eucalyptus, but gather sage and cinnamon in a dish. Am I supposed to do sage, cinnamon, eucalyptus, basil, and thyme? Also, echinacea was in here earlier, which makes a lot more sense for a healing spell. In a mortar and pestle, burn sandalwood, ? Place poultice on forehead. Chew or stir into... I like how I X'd this out. I was reading the X'd out part. I'll show you. X'd it out because it was like, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Yeah, do not mix a bunch of herbs together and then chew it. You need to make sure you're doing the right thing. Place an object, lock of hair, shirt, name, letter on top of the dish or mortar and pestle. Place healing symbol in dish. Do I have the healing symbol written down? No. Light candles around the dish, one in the north, one in the west. Do I just do one in the north and one in the west? Okay. Recite the following. What? I have no idea what this is. Hold in the smoke. So call upon Excesso and Apollo, god of healing. Bring wellness to the home. I state, and then blank, blank, blank. What am I supposed to be putting in there? Heal this body, spell sickness. I call upon thee, Excesso and Apollo, channel yourselves through me. What the fuck? Through the herbs I present thee, heal this body, dispel the sickness, bring wellness to the name I state. Oh, the name I state, and you give the name. Holy shit. I've never worked. I love how, like, Apollo makes sense, right? But he's also the god of plagues and disease. So who is Excesso? It's spelled A-C-S-O. Greek goddess of the healing process. All right, very cool. So I guess a minor goddess. I love how it was like, channel yourselves through me, casual. Praise thee, I worship thee, I call upon thee, so mote it be. I added in to do no harm nor return to me. Then light objects on fire before spell. What? This is very confusing. It seems like I changed it a lot. I praise thee, I worship thee, but no mention of giving offerings to the deities I'm invoking for assistance, which I think is rule number one. If you're asking for a god to channel through you to heal your body, glass of water, candle, give him something. 3 herbs to help with ailments, thyme for intestines, echinacea for cold, eucalyptus for fever, cinnamon to speed up the process, sage to ward off. That's pretty okay. I mean, yeah. Here I have basic healing herbs. I tried to color coordinate this by element. Then there's a wishing spell. Okay, this is promising. Sheet of paper, pen, white tea light candle, fireproof dish, and full moon. Pentagram with your wish below. What? Sheet 3 times, light candle, wrap string 3 times, let Max Welt drip on paper to seal. By the power in me, I call upon the universe to grant my wish. As I believe, so I receive, so mote it be. Okay, I was really into so mote it be. Like, very much into it. Like, it's at the end of everything. Light sheet on fire, turn into ash, remains outside, ash into the air. I was doing a lot. A bay leaf works just fine. Agenda. I have an agenda. Unity spell. Is that what that says? Protection spell, banishment, rework healing spell. Clearly I wasn't pleased with the outcome. Growth spell for plants. What is this? A healing symbol. Okay, here we go. This looks like an ancient sigil. Hold on. We're about to research this. I definitely found this on the internet, I think. This looks like a seal. Here's the seal of Solomon. It's got a scorpion in the middle, right? What? Why was I working on the seal of Solomon? I honestly think I just looked this up. Unless someone took the seal of Solomon and modified it and I found the modified version. I'm trying to place some of these symbols, but I think I need to accept that I'm just really bad at drawing. At least younger me was. It looks like a really shitty rendition of the seal of Solomon, which means it probably didn't work. All right, I give up on trying to figure out that healing sigil. And then we got some crystals. Hold on, here we go. Crystals for all different things. Making friends, creativity, confidence, and concentration. Also more healing herbs. Here we go, purification spell. This looks good. Earth, wind, water, fire, spirit, I call upon you, cleanse the space, dismiss bad spirits, dispel negativity, to do no harm or return unto me, yeah. So mote it be. Again, I'm very into so mote it be. Please 5 candles north, south, east, west, and center. Light the candles and light the sage and begin to smoke cleanse. What kind of sage? I'm hoping clarity sage. I'm pretty sure, I don't think I knew that white sage was a thing when I was a kid. When I was a teenager, chant incantation as you purify. Place some of the ointment. What? I make an ointment? Oh God, okay. Mix together thyme, salt, cloves, lemon, bay, vervain, spring flowers, lavender. And then you add clear quartz, agate, dragon stone, and rose quartz. Like I said, I was doing the most. Right now, I just bang pots and pans together. Here I go, talk about moon magic. Love this. I love how I wrote, beware of a weak veil under the new moon. Then I go into the Esbats, which is once again just waning, repel, attract information. I think this was drawn more closer to 2020. I really like this. Cleansing with moon water, cinnamon, moon water, sage, lavender, lemon juice, salt, mugwort, bay leaves. Gather herbs into the pot, boil or shake, then keep on altar, spray in the space. That's so much work. Just sweet. Sleep well spell. Here we go. Cloth and string, lavender oil, rosemary, bay, sea salt, quartz, sleep well, sigil, fennel, sage candles. If no quartz, add frankincense. Okay. Chant incantation, tie cloth 3 times, place under pillow. It gives information for gathering herbs on fabric, charging quartz, and use the moon water to bless, place quartz and sigil on cloth. Another goddess incantation, Jesus Christ. Here's a basic warding ritual, which I haven't used in ages, but it's definitely reliable. Charming spell. Oh, I love this. I have a little diagram. Got crystals, candles, a bowl, a sigil. Positivity spell. This is written so badly, I'm not going to attempt to read it out. Okay, maybe I will for your entertainment, okay? It's a jar spell. Positivity and protection sigil. Once again, do not have the sigil. Use healing sigil. Okay, place near or burning spell. Does that mean I light things on fire? So 3 jasmine flowers, 5 drops of honey as a base, 3 drops of lavender. Why am I dropping lavender? Did I have like an oil? It must have been an oil. Mugwort for strength, add moon water, seal candle with wax, and tie cinnamon stick around the outside. Add a sprinkle of rosemary, 2 sprinkles of thyme, a sprinkle of salt. This is like a recipe. 1 ivy leaf, not sure where I got that. And then two sprinkle of, it says sprinkle, not sprinkles, 2 sprinkle of fennel seeds. Light blue candle, 3 candle, and then the name of the individual. 3 candles placed in west, north, and south. Place agate, tiger's eye, and rose quartz on the 3 compass points. Charge agate to ease anxiety, tiger's eye for strength, quartz to balance emotions. And carnelian. Carnelian got it. And then rose incense for love. Banish negativity, balance the emotions, quiet the storm of anxiety and depression. Bring luck and kindness to the name you contain by the power of me, so would it be. Nice. Okay, this is like very complicated, but it's not a bad spell. You have no power over me. I actually really like this one. You have a bowl of water. I've redone it and kind of furbished it throughout the years. Bowl of water, white candle, rosemary, thyme, vanilla extract, cinnamon, red necklace. Burn till wax collects, set necklace and jar inside the bowl. Add wax, vanilla, thyme, and cinnamon. Stir clockwise. You have no power over me. You have no power over me. Focus, repeat spell as needed. Wear every day. I do really like this spell. And I'll tell you why. It's basic. There's not a lot here. You don't need a lot of this. The red necklace I was using for this broke, but I really did like it. That's something to work off of. It doesn't feel too crazy. It's got a really strong intention, and I can work on that. I love my little diagram for wards here. Love that. More wards information. Charms, quick charm. Love strengthening spell. This is the spell that caused me to stay in a relationship in high school for longer than I wanted to. Basil soothes tempers, rose petals, 3 candles, hair. Yeah, no wonder it worked. There's some hair in there, along with a bunch of other things. Dill, interesting. Rosemary, cinnamon, honey, and lemon juice or seeds. What am I doing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no wonder it went sour after a while. I put lemon juice in it. And this is like 2 things that have very different energies. Honey or sugar is what's written to sweeten. And then lemon juice, which it says to purify, which is true, it does purify, but it also has strong associations with sourness. So we have something sweet and something sour in the same jar. How long will that's just not gonna work well, or it'll stop working over time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guessing a sign. An astrology sign? Excuse me, let's do this. How do they act and express themselves? We have the yin and a yang, which I'm not sure why yin and yang is involved in astrology, but here we go. Yin is submissive, vague, and introverted, and yang is dominant, direct, and extroverted. There are only 2 things in the world, vague and direct. And then what describes them best? It's like a flow chart. Practical, emotional, social, or idealistic. So then they have fire, water, air, and earth all associated with practical, emotional, social, or idealistic. Are they most concentrated on action? Means they're cardinal. Preservation, they're fixed. Learning, mutable. So let's see how this works for me. All right, let's see how this works for me. I consider myself to be direct, and I would say that I'm emotional. And I would say more practical than emotional. So already says earth. I don't have any earth placements. And then are they most concentrated on learning, mutable? So I would be a Virgo. I am a Leo sun, and I have a lot of other fire placements. I got major arcana, minor arcana, house protection, charm. I know this one. This is making like charm bags to place at doors, which I like, and I've kind of worked through a little more. What makes you feel magical? Ooh, the smell of evergreens. My tarot deck, wearing a crystal every day. My grimoire, ballet. Curling up in my blankets with a good book. Some things never change. A forest to explore with mountains and tributaries, also same. Candles, Prince and David Bowie. Fleetwood Mac, that's the same. A beach at night with roaring waves and the sound of the ocean and poetry. That's pretty good. I think that doing an exercise about what makes you feel magical is a good way to revisit kind of what really makes you feel good in your practice. Candle reading, more basic herbs, casting a circle, which I have not done in ages, as bats and Sabbats, which I don't celebrate most of the Sabbats anymore. There's just paper in here. What is this? Oh, here we go. Hex to make someone feel the guilt of the pain they have caused others. This seems more close to, this is up my alleyway. That makes sense. That is a newer one for sure. I wonder if I have other papers in here somewhere. No, but there's a lot of like sigils that I'm assuming I got off the internet because I did not make these. We got some tarot spreads. Here's a return to sender. I still use the same one. Love spell to manifest the right lover. Symbol knot spell. I do every once in a while go back to this knot spell because I forget what I'm supposed to be saying as I'm doing the knots. So wrote out full moon rituals. This is an old protection spell that I have never gotten rid of. If I remember correctly, there is like a piece of paper. Yeah. It smells like magic. This is this looks like it's a sigil on a piece of paper sealed with wax and then tucked into an envelope. I have no idea what it's for, but it's still in here. Let's see, talk about, and now we're getting into like, this is when I stopped using this grimoire and started, like I'm running out of room here. I just started doing more things online and typing it up. Ooh, what's this? More paper. Okay, what do we have? Pasta visual recipe, of course. The best magic you can get. And then I think this is my dad's chili recipe, and then tomato sauce, and then honey cake. I should actually take these out and work on these. There's a lot of old invocations in here, pages to deities. And then when we kind of reach the end of the book, it's just a bunch of stuff that I never finished or sigil making. Yeah, here we're talking about Pinocchio. So it looks like I didn't write in here for a while because we hopped from like, I mean, it's a big book. And I didn't spend a lot of time working on my grimoire or Book of Shadows or spell book, especially when I was in college. I had other things going on. That doesn't mean that I stopped practicing. It just means I wasn't writing anything down. Which, like, right now I have a Book of Shadows and I never write anything down. I type it up in my notes app and then at a later date, I write it down. But yeah, this was my first Book of Shadows. I think I originally started, it was what, 2016? 6 years, I think. See, and here's the thing, is everyone's like, well, how long have you been practicing? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Because this book started in 2017, but I also know for a fact that I was practicing before this, because I have very visceral memories in 2016 of being pulled to witchcraft. So I just like, ish. I like how much I've changed. And I'm what, 24? But genuinely, when I counted back, I know I wasn't 18, I was younger. I was 17 or 16. I try my best to keep track and I'm really shit at it. And I don't know if anyone else is this way, but that's just how I am. But I hope you enjoyed me reacting to some of my earlier spells from my grimoire / Book of Shadows. Ooh. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know some of your earliest spells and how different they are from your magic now. Remember to drink water, and if you want, you can subscribe, comment, like, or turn the bell on, but absolutely no pressure. Have a great rest of your day. Siate Benedetti.